Imagine walking beneath the earth. Deeper than sunlight, deeper than sound. Now imagine a tunnel so long, so impossible that for decades people whispered it couldn't be human-made. A tunnel that stretches for hundreds of kilometers, crossing mountains, deserts, and forgotten civilizations. Yet no one truly knows who built it, why it was created, or how it was constructed with such impossible precision. What if I told you? This underground world still exists. And its secrets are only now being uncovered. They call it the Endless Passage. A labyrinth beneath our feet. Hidden for thousands of years. The story begins in a place where history itself feels older than time. A dry, silent valley in Central Asia. Villagers spoke of a breathing mountain. A place where cold air rushed from a crack in the earth. It wasn't until explorers entered it that they realized. This wasn't a cave. It was a perfectly carved tunnel, smooth walls. Straight angles. A path that continued and continued. Far beyond what any human expected. At first researchers thought it was part of an ancient water system. Simple, logical. But the deeper they went, the stranger it became. The tunnel didn't follow the shape of the land, it ignored mountains. It cut through solid rock with a precision modern engineers struggle to understand. The deeper they went, the more they found something chilling: marks on the stone. Symbols carved into the walls. Symbols that didn't match any known civilization. This wasn't a tunnel. It was a message carved in stone. Imagine walking for hours underground, no sound, no life. Only the faint echo of your own footsteps. The explorers kept going. Every few kilometers they found massive chambers, perfect circles, 20 meters wide, not random, not natural. Like stations on a forgotten route. A route leading somewhere no map had ever revealed. The question grew louder: who would build something like this? And for what purpose? Then came the discovery that changed everything. Inside one of the chambers, a team found a sealed stone door. It took days to open. Behind it, they found something astonishing: ancient tools. But not made of bronze or iron. They were made of a metallic alloy unknown in the region's history. The tools were thousands of years older than the earliest written records. The tunnel, according to dating results, could be up to 12,000 years old. Older than the pyramids. Older than Stonehenge. Older than every known civilization. So, who built a tunnel longer than any made in modern history? At a time when humans supposedly had no advanced tools. One theory emerged. A civilization lost to time. Archaeologists called them the first engineers, a people who mastered stone long before history remembers stonework. But the tunnel had another mystery. The deeper explorers went, the warmer the air became. At 60 kilometers in, the temperature rose. At 100 kilometers, it became almost humid. Something was heating the tunnel from below. Something alive or something mechanical. At 140 kilometers in, the team found something unbelievable. A massive underground lake. Silent, still, black as oil. But this wasn't the twist. On the shore of that lake, they found remnants of wooden platforms, burnt torches. Footprints preserved in ancient mud. Someone had been here. Long after the original builders. Someone who used this place. As if it were a hidden world. Ancient texts from a nearby region suddenly made sense. They spoke of a path of the shadow people. A place where kings sent those who needed to disappear forever. This tunnel was once a secret highway of exile. Imagine the fear. Walking into a darkness that never ends, knowing you will never see the sky again for centuries. Forgotten people moved through these passages. Rebels, slaves, prisoners, refugees. A hidden society living beneath the earth. Leaving behind faint traces that still survive. Archaeologists found carvings in the walls. Names, dates, stories of people who died beneath the surface. But then one carving stood out. A map. The map showed the tunnel stretching far beyond anything the explorers had reached. Not 200 kilometers. Not 300 but over 500 kilometers long. Half a world beneath the world we know. The map ended at a symbol. A circular mark with rays spiraling outward. Some thought it was a sun. Others thought it was a warning. One historian whispered, "No, it's an entrance. An entrance to a city. A city. Underground." The deepest expedition pushed forward. At the 300-kilometer mark, they found massive stone gates. Sealed shut. The walls around them showed scenes of people carrying torches. Walking into a bright circle. Perhaps the one symbol on the ancient map. Did they reach a city? Did they find a sanctuary? Or the remains of a world humanity has forgotten? The truth is, the gates were too massive to open. Even today, they remain sealed. What lies behind them remains a mystery. Maybe the greatest mysteries aren't buried in deserts, oceans, or jungles. Maybe they're beneath our feet. In tunnels older than history. Built by people we no longer remember. For reasons we still don't understand. Some say the tunnel is a refuge. Others say it is a warning. A message from humanity's earliest architects. Urging us to remember what time has erased whatever it is. One thing is certain. The longest tunnel in the world has not revealed its final secret. And maybe the next step into its darkness will rewrite everything we think we know about the ancient world. If you want more stories like this, subscribe, like and comment what mystery I should uncover next.